4 years the Civil War was. Yet it's this like huge part of American culture, right? There are people across the South flying their traitor flags and whatnot, going bonkers with this Civil War thing. And I'm like, dude, it was 4 years. Like,
but it was the bloodiest 4 years in the history of the country, though.
Yeah, a lot of deaths.
Yeah, but
sure, but like it was still 4 years.
You're forgetting about the decades that it was flown for a different reason, for a different group of people as their flag, right? Like
it's like a racist.
I don't think of Confederate soldiers as the baddies. You know, like in their minds, do you think they were like, oh yeah, I got to make sure that rich man down the street still gets to keep his slaves? I don't think they were thinking like that.
It was Dixiecrat propaganda at its finest, keeping those guys fighting.
But there were a different group of people like who were evil, who for a couple, 3 or 4, 5 or 6 decades flew that flag and lynched people and murdered people. There's been I remember, maybe it was a short I watched, but it was some like deathbed confession of a lady who was like, yeah, I accused a black boy of touching me, and they lynched him and cut his dick off and burned his family's home down.
They're trying to go after Emmett Till's accuser, right? Because she's still alive.
I don't know.
Do you know who Emmett Till is?
No.
Yes, I know who
Emmett is this name? It's a guy.
Emmett Till is a 14-year-old kid who was walking down in the South somewhere, and he whistled as a white lady was passing by, and so she said, "Oh, he tried to do stuff to me." And so they, the local townsmen got together and they got this little boy and did horrible things to his body.
We can't show a picture of Emmett Till.
No, you don't want to do that. But it was a horrific death. Until this day, like, she's still alive. And the guys who killed him got away with it.
I like that scene when his mother says she wants an open casket, and they're like, he is in no state for an open casket. And she's like,
and that was the point.
She's like, he's in the perfect state for an open casket.
Did you watch the movie?
Of course.
Oh, I couldn't bring myself to watch it yet.
Kyle's seen every movie.
It's on my list.
I try.
Certain things is too hard to watch. Oh, you saw the picture, right?
Yeah, well, he's in the casket, and it's not a great picture. He's on
the picture before the casket. Forward. That's even worse.
I didn't see that, but he's mutilated.
He was destroyed. He was destroyed in every.
That wasn't an isolated event. That was a regular thing that would happen.
That was a regular thing all the time.
Just on hearsay, you would be mutilated, murdered by a mob of people, and they would burn your family's house down. They might kill your family too. Anything that they wanted was going to happen. There was mob justice, and those people were flying that flag then. So I've learned later in life is why some people are not so fond of that flag. Because when I grew up, man, that meant like
the General Lee.
No. That meant blue collar. That meant blue collar. That meant like hardworking. That meant like our like country culture. That meant like sausage, biscuits, and gravy, and like fucking hay bales. It didn't mean like ropes and lynching and like hatred, to me anyway, or the people that I knew. There's always outliers, and there's always those people on the edge who like blend into your group and try and say they're one of you and make a bad name for you. I mean, look at Al Qaeda. What a
right? A few bad apples.
A couple bad apples jump in there and make them look bad.
Yeah, but you know what? True. And to speak from the other side of the spectrum, I guess you can say, like, as a kid growing up in the 70s, one of my favorite shows was Dukes of Hazzard. Love that show. Like, Will and Duke were my heroes, all right? And I had the toys, I had the Tonka trucks and everything.
Same.
I have a recent picture of me sitting on a General Lee mock-up. Like, I love that. And but when I was educated and what I was behind and stuff like that, and it's a whole different thing. And it's like, and I like to compare it to the swastika, because the swastika wasn't a bad German thing for hundreds of years before Adolf adopted it.
It's a Hindu thing, I believe.
It was a Buddhist thing.
Thank you.
It could have been a Hindu.
They're all the same.
It was a Buddhist, Asian. So it was. He
couldn't pick them apart in a lineup.
Yeah.
I can tell by the hats.
Changed the meaning of what that symbol represented, right? So the same thing happened with the Confederate flag. The meaning was changed because of the history behind it. So
that was our state flag when I grew up.
The swastika.
A lot of state flags.
It was like the state
It's
flag.
my
Georgia.
family crest.
I think there was like I'm trying to imagine what it used to be, but I think it was like a crest with like, I don't know, some olive branches and pillars or something. And then just the fucking Confederate flag. Like it was I think that was our state flag. And it got changed maybe in the 93, 94, 95, like sometime in that era when, I don't know, all of Atlanta was becoming a little bit more blue. And now it's just a fucking purple state. Although I think we go red this election
But you know what?
cycle.
It could have been easily solved if you guys stopped bad guys from using the flag. So if people in the South stopped, if you saw like the Klan marching or white supremacists or all that stuff, if you guys told them don't use that flag, it wouldn't have been an issue. But then it became the face of that hate. You know what I mean? If you protected it,
it's easy to blame. It's easy to blame like the guy who's got a bumper sticker, but I think there was like a big financial effort by a lot of rich racists to get all those monuments thrown up. You know, it's not like all those Civil War monuments were put up, you know, at the same time as the civil rights movement was going on. It was their counter. You know, like it was like, oh, you're gonna like invade our schools. Let me just remind you how things was before, and how things might just be again. You know, they would throw fucking like Nathan Bedford Forrest up there, put him on his horse, and make him look bronze and fancy, right?
Not in my sundown town. It's not going to happen.
So like. It's a whole systemic thing, but
it is. And
with the swastika one, have you
symbols mean a lot?
But can we all admit it's a pretty cool looking flag?
Yeah,
it's too similar to the British one.
It's cooler than the American flag if we're just going on visuals. Like if we could,
the stars and the.
It is better.
Although I like that ours has like information encoded in it, right? I like that you can do that to.
So does the American flag. It's got the stars and the stripes. No one knows what they mean.
When Kyle says our flag, he means the American flag, you traitor.
Listen, honestly, it's cool. And I don't want to get people upset by saying this, but the American flag is a lot cooler than the Canadian flag.
See, the thing.
I disagree. I've said I think the Canadian
one
has
almost greener, I guess.
There's a better balance to the Canadian one. I don't like the lopsidedness of ours. I think that every years we should redo the flag.
I love Canada, and the maple leaf is cool and stuff, but you know, the weird thing is when you have to do the flag going backwards and the American flag on the right arm, right, and the stars have to be in the front and the has to be waving and stuff. That's kind of weird. Where the Canadian flag is ambidextrous. I guess you could say, but I mean, just looks wise and the red, white, and blue and the stars is kind of cool.
You got a trans flag.
Yeah, I definitely like I don't like that it's just red and white. You know, we have. No, I was saying I don't like that it's just red and white. The colors, like the fact that we have blue is better. That's the one thing we have over them. The blue is very solid, but I would like a balanced flag.
I value a flag that works from a
distance.
distance.
Just have two colors.
If the flag needs to be visible and work from really far away. When I take a like sometimes I see flags, they have fucking like
in modern
dragons
times
on them with
those are great, man.
Like, is it a Czech flag? I don't know. There's some ones in Europe.
Flag, yeah.
Is it a Welsh flag? Is that
I'm just not sure we need flags anymore. I think they're
the Union Jack is pretty cool.
Yeah, Union Jack looks nice. Yeah, I do like that.
A lot of state flags are too busy, you know, and there's some writing on them, like text. Nah,
little animals and stuff.
The Canadian flag. My eyes are 50 years old, and I can tell what that thing's all about from a mile away. Like that thing works.
I mean, if we were on big wooden ships fighting in the Atlantic, that would matter, you know. But what is that, sir? I can't tell. Oh, it's the stars and stripes, my eyes.
Yeah,
like, you know,
I know. But I do like it. Then
I would argue that like just take a state flag and fly it at 150 feet in the air, and it says like there's like a bear and it says Republic of California underneath it. I can't read it, bro, and it's moving.
Yeah. Like half of them have bears on it.
Yeah, but it's like, but you go to Europe and then you'll have like German and Italian and France. They're all like three colors and you have to know which one's which. You know what I mean? They kind of blend in together after a while.
There's some ugly flags in Europe.
Zach, do you have perhaps like some photos of the flags without their names on them that you could present?
Oh, we're gonna do a guessing game?
I wouldn't call it guessing. I think I can picture the German flag like pretty fucking well. I can picture the Polish flag. I can
try to find
MMA.
Some
Poland is easy, yeah.
MMA is my favorite sport, so like I get exposed to a lot of like.
This will be embarrassing.
Oh shit! These are states.
These are states. We
are they
European
states?
countries.
Yes,
These are
they
all
absolutely
No,
are.
except for the top. Isn't the top left England?
No,
the top left.
It's Welsh.
Little known fact. That's
just to the right of top center,
right
I think is California. Top row, third from the right. I think that's California.
Yeah, and then to the right that's Colorado, and that's Arkansas to the left of that, obviously.
Wait, obviously.
I really want to do European flags. These are fucking stupid.
Yeah, let's do European flags. European flags. It's fun for people from Europe to laugh at our dumb
South
Americans.
Carolina, Texas.
I figured out Montana and Kansas
Hawaii.
so far. Gommel.
Okay, boom.
All right.
That one.
Top left. Okay. Let's start in the top left. Top left.
Poland.
Top left. I bet that is. Yeah, I think you're right. Is that Poland?
It's Poland.
It's Poland.
No, wait. No, Poland has stripes. Poland is white and red in some order. And so this is Wales.
Oh, wait.
No, that's not Wales.
No,
all
Romania.
That's not. Yeah, maybe Romania.
We don't know. All right, so that's definitely Germany in the top right, though.
That's
Germany. Wait. Is Germany not?
Hold on.
Third row.
What's the second one under Germany that you said?
Oh shit! There's another one that looks exactly like Germany, but they just twisted it the other way.
Yeah.
All right, I quit. Oh fuck y'all.
Horizontal one is Germany. Under Germany is Italy. Left of Italy is Ireland.
Mm-hmm.
There's two that are blue, green, and red.
Ukraine, just bottom center.
Reversed.
Blue, green, and red. That's a good question.
Take Ukraine, Woody.
There's the
UK. No one else got it.
There's the
UK.
UK.
You didn't take the UK right next to it.
Yeah.
How about that? Okay, I know this
that's
one.
All right, that's France. All right, right column, third from the bottom. That's France, right?
Okay.
Or is
the
one above
Swiss beside you got Swiss beside Ukraine?
I don't fucking know. I quit.
No, you can't quit until
I didn't realize it would be this hard.
No, okay, how about this one, Kyle? Do you know the one with the first aid with the first aid mark at the bottom there? What's that?
Yeah, that's Swiss.
I knew you would know.
Oh,
I didn't know.
There's so many more countries than I thought there were.
I don't think this is a full list.
Oh, I got it. Oh, that's cheating.
I was right about Germany.
You know what
Belgium was the one.
No, I was right about Germany.
These people are bad at being countries. Why haven't you taken over some of your neighbors?
What's the worst?
Too many of them
here.
Is Monaco good or bad? I'm torn.
Bosnia and Herzegovina is terrible. Armenia is a dog shit flag. Look at Lithuania. It's like they just took the colors that were left with the yellow, the green, and the red. That's awful, guys.
France and Russia have a lot of overlap, and don't even get started on Slovakia and Slovenia.
Yeah,
they should all have to be one country.
Okay. I'm sorry that I brought up flag talk. It was an error.
Vexology talk.
Bulgaria's terrible.
Vexillology talk. Yeah, I didn't mean to do that.